Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Friday, January 27th, 2023. Lance Brock here on this Friday morning. TGIF, or it used to be TGIF, on Friday nights on ABC. But now we have WWE Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage to watch on Friday nights. I guess you could say today is the official start, kickoff, whatever you want to say, of Royal Rumble weekend. And starting tomorrow night, we will officially be on the road to WrestleMania. Always an exciting time of the year. No matter really on how the card is built up, you're still at least somewhat excited just because it is WrestleMania season. So tonight, the go home episode of SmackDown before the Royal Rumble. I'm guessing that means no Sami Zayn after what Roman Reigns said on Monday on Raw, that he wanted Sami to go home, stay away until the Royal Rumble, and then the Royal Rumble would be his final test to see if he is actually a part of the bloodline, if he is actually part of the family. I'm guessing that it's going to be something to do with him helping Roman retain the Undisputed Universal Championship against Kevin Owens in the match tomorrow. But who knows? I'm guessing Sami will end up getting involved somehow. Will he actually help Roman retain the championship? That is the question, though. He could end up getting involved in costing the head of the table the championship, which would result in Sami being kicked out, removed from the bloodline. And next month we have the Elimination Chamber in Montreal, the hometown of Sami Zayn. Could we see that match? I've heard it discussed a little bit on the internet about possibly having Roman Reigns versus Sami Zayn at the Elimination Chamber. Would definitely get a huge babyface reaction for Sami Zayn if they were to go with that. Big Kevin Owens fan, but I do not see them putting the title on him right now. This title reign with Roman Reigns, long time, still, in my opinion anyway, is still going strong, and it's still working. The Bloodline, as the top faction right now, is still working. So, in just my opinion, I wouldn't take the title off Roman Reigns just yet. And of course, the two Royal Rumble matches. Now tomorrow, probably on Good Morning Wrestling Fans. I'll get more into a preview of the full card. Maybe give my picks. Go over each match. And I want to say they have the full card announced already, unless they do announce another match or two on SmackDown tonight. But before then, let's just talk a little bit about Royal Rumble history. Some of the past Royal Rumbles. I remember one of the first ones I had the chance to see. The very first one, the one that was on TV actually. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I have seen it, but I don't think I actually saw it when it was live. The one, Hacksaw Jim Duggan one. Of course, it's been talked about. Pat Patterson was the one who came up with the idea for the Royal Rumble match. And now to get back to the first one that I actually remember seeing. I don't know if it was live or not, or if it was on tape a little bit after, but it was the one that Big John Studd won. And then of course you have the two early ones that Hogan won back to back in 90 and 91. And 1992, one of the most famous ones, Ric Flair coming in at number 3, I believe the British Bulldog and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, along with Sherry Martel in his corner at the time, were already in the ring. I remember Bobby the Brain Heenan, who was on commentary with Gorilla Monsoon, getting really upset because that's when he was involved with Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect, and they brought the big gold belt with them from WCW, and they were showing it on WWF television. And at the time when they did show it on TV, I remember watching WWF Superstars and WWF Wrestling Challenge. At the time, they used to blur the belt out or either put the black box over it or something. I think they might have done both at different times, either just kind of put a black box over it, or the pixels, they were to blur it out. But everybody knew that it was the big gold belt. And he lasted all the way from number 3 to the end with Hulk Hogan and Sid Vicious. And my opinion of that is Sid Vicious, or Sid Justice at the time, I should say, eliminated Hogan fair and square, threw him right over the top rope. But then this makes Hogan look like the heel, even though he was supposed to be the top babyface at the time. He grabs Sid's arm, which allows Flair to eliminate Sid Justice. It just made Hogan seem like a big crybaby and a sore loser, which isn't a good look for the top babyface of your company. Also, I remember during the Rumble match, the storyline that was going on at the time. Jake the Snake Roberts slapping Miss Elizabeth in her face. So Macho Man, when he came to the ring, he went right to Jake Roberts, and I believe he eliminated himself to keep on beating Jake Roberts. It's telling a pretty good story. And the 93 Rumble was Yokozuna, who was number 27, I believe, which at one time, 27 had the record, I guess you could say, for being the one number that had the most winners. I don't think that stands anymore, but at one time, 27 was the number with the most winners. And 94, another year I remember, because it was the first time we had two winners of the Royal Rumble, Bret Hart and Lex Luger, both of them landing on the floor same time. So they declared them co-winners, I guess you could say, which that led to WrestleMania 10. Lex Luger facing off with Yokozuna first for the WWF Championship, and then Bret Hart, who also had that great match with Owen Hart that night, defeated Yokozuna to win the championship. And then 95 and 96, Shawn Michaels. In 97, 98, Stone Cold. And 99, of course, Mr. McMahon. And 2000 was The Rock. And then there was the controversy with the Big Show saying The Rock's feet hit the floor first when they both went over the top rope at the same time. 2001, Stone Cold again. Triple H in 2002, which there was a great story behind. That is when he came back from the first time he tore his quad in the summer of 2001. He was a heel at the time doing the two-man power trip with Stone Cold. But then he would end up coming back as a baby face, because of course when somebody comes back from a big injury like that after quite a while, they normally do get a baby face reaction. And I'm here at work now, so I'm going to leave off at 2002. Maybe I'll talk more about the rest another time. And like I said, tomorrow morning, I plan on doing a preview of tomorrow night's Royal Rumble. So be back here tomorrow morning. Also stay tuned for episodes, as always, as you should, for episodes of 360 Wrestling Fanatic, SmackDown, and Rampage tonight. And this weekend, hope to have a recap of the 2023 Royal Rumble. I hope everyone has a great Friday, TGIF. Get ready, get excited for a Royal Rumble weekend. Thanks as always for listening right here on Spreaker or wherever you are listening. Always remember, everyone, keep watching pro wrestling.